In this video, I'm going to be telling you exactly why I think high ticket sales is the number one opportunity for you to be jumping on right now if you want to make 10k a month from anywhere in the world. If you're wondering who I am, my name's Oliver. I've closed over $1.5 million in sales over the last few years, and these days I work with businesses and help them sell more of whatever it is that they sell. So I think high ticket sales literally beats almost any other business model online, and I'll tell you exactly why that is. So let's just compare high ticket sales to your traditional agency model. Obviously, if you're watching this video, you must be involved in the agency space or have knowledge. Everybody telling you start an agency, SMMA, AI agencies, everything like that. And the trouble with those businesses are that they're very complicated. There's a lot of moving parts. Some people will boil it down to being very simple, but the fact of the matter is it's still more complicated than just selling something. So you've got to handle appointment booking, you've got to handle the sales, you've still got to do the sales, and you've got to handle the fulfillment and all the operations and all the stuff that goes into that. Most people aren't cut out for that. It's a sad fact, but it's true. Just most people aren't cut out for that. Now, sales, on the other hand, are just one skill that you're focusing on, and we're using sales in this particular video, in this example, is so much more straightforward to focus your energy and attention on. All you have to do is jump on a call with somebody. You have to, convince them to buy whatever it is that you're selling, and then once you do that, there you go, money in your bank. Like, there's no appointment booking, there's no fulfillment, there's just the sales, and that's it, and you get paid, and you can do it from anywhere in the world. So I think it's really, really powerful. It's also really accessible, okay? So credit where it's due. The agency model is also accessible in that anybody can start it. It's just, most people aren't successful with it. Whereas the high ticket sales stuff is really, really accessible and really only need to improve at one skill to get better at it. So not only can you kind of like get into it easier, but just as easily as an agency model, but you can actually stay in there and be successful in a much more easily, in my opinion. So yeah, I think it's super accessible, and I think that's one of the kind of merits of all kind of online business models. Now, this is going to be controversial, but I think it's super, super rewarding, and I think for most people, starting an agency is very disappointing. This is, I'm probably stepping into more controversy here, but there's a reason why a lot of people have had bad experiences with agencies, and a lot of the time it is because they just are not very good at running an agency. So whatever course they bought, whatever program they went into, whatever mentorship it is, it didn't work out for whatever reason. And don't get me wrong, there are people out there who are like, scammers and not very good at what they do, but there's a lot of pretty solid information out there in the agency space, and yet so many people fail, and that can be so disappointing. And I think it kind of ties back to the fact that it's complicated. It's accessible, but it's really complicated and it's really tricky to manage. Whereas sales, whilst you can of course be not very good and be disappointed in it not work out for you, because there's so fewer things to manage, you are so much more likely to be successful with it, in that you only need to get good at the one thing, and boom, you're already being rewarded. You're already successful. Whereas, with the agency, like, you've got to suss out all the other stuff as well in order for it all to work in unison. Finally, I think the agency model lacks one really important thing, which is exposure. So I think that you're quite isolated when you have your own business. If you buy a program or a mentorship or something like that, then fine, you are going to be exposed to other people. But if you're just going to try and do it all by yourself, you're not really going to know many people who are also doing that. Whereas when you become a high ticket closer, you quite literally are forced to be around people who are also in the same kind of on the same path, doing the same kind of stuff. Because when you go into an online business that sells something high ticket, it's almost certain that you're going to be getting exposure to other people in the business, the founder of the business even, who are all doing like cool shit, and then you get exposed to them, you get exposed to their clients. Like, you can build a bit of a name for yourself and actually meet people and network and stuff, and that will open the door to so many more opportunities for you. Whereas the agency way it can be very isolating, very, very isolating if you're just trying to do it by yourself. Like, by its very nature, it is isolated because you're just doing it all in one place. Fine, if you do courses, mentorships, everything like that, which you've got to pay for, then you can get into the right rooms. Whereas, actually, with the high ticket sales, you actually get paid to be in the right rooms. So, pretty good deal. Finally, I think both of these business models, or these ways of like making money, achieve these three things, these bonus things. Your value, they can be in alignment with your values, your lifestyle, and give you freedom. The reason why I wanted to bring it back around to this at the bottom is because I think they're super, super important. I really hated the idea of like working for somebody when I had an actual regular 9 to 5 job. And then when I started doing high ticket sales, it felt completely different, because it was in alignment with my values. I had freedom. I was able to live like a different lifestyle. I didn't really feel like I was working for anybody anymore. It was more of like a partnership kind of deal. Like, it was really in alignment with how I wanted to do things. And that, I think, is probably the most important part of all of it. Like, if there's so many people with great jobs who don't feel good, who make loads of money and they're just not happy. And that's because a lot of the time they're acting out of alignment with their values. And I think, yeah, sales, high ticket sales, being in that space, if you look like, if you're working with the right people, you're exposed to the right people, if you're being rewarded consistently, like, you're kind of enjoying the simplistic kind of accessible nature of just being able to jump on calls and close deals and make commission, just repeat that like month on month and just keep consistently trying to beat your high score. Like, it can really like unlock like a serious seriously like good lifestyle for you, where you can go anywhere in the world, you can travel, you can be free to enjoy yourself, you're getting paid, so you actually can do stuff, and like, yeah, life's just great, and you're actually able to live in alignment with your values, whatever they may be, whether that's freedom, autonomy, family, whatever, like art, who knows. So I think it's really cool, and I think both of them achieve this, and I think that's why I like it, because it's like on the intersection of having a regular job and having a business lies this kind of high ticket sales opportunity, which I think, yeah, has the best stuff of having a job, like consistency, and like you don't have to think about the whole business, you just got one thing to focus on, and it's like it cuts out a lot of the worst parts, like of having to manage it all, and it's being hard and inaccessible and unlikely to succeed, and yeah, but then still gives you the benefits of the business, where you have freedom, you have location freedom, you have time freedom, you're able to like go do cool stuff, live a cool lifestyle, like still kind of operate as like an independent party instead of being like an employee, and yeah, basically just have a great time. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the video. Just to be super clear, I don't sell anything that's to turn you into a high ticket closer, but if you are interested, I do know some awesome people who can help you with becoming a high ticket closer. So you can drop a comment in the comment section, and also if you want me to work with your business and help you sell more stuff, you can also book a call with me, a free sales process audit in the description. That's it. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.